half the shit in in entertainment industry is like engineered so you also don't even know, right? So many like smokes and mirrors and shit.
Embellishments lah, for sure.
Yeah.
More embellishments.
Aiyo. Yeah. So what's next for Beans and Beats? How are you guys thinking of like expanding? Because you guys are going to overseas study very soon already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
So how? Singapore like that, how? Nobody in Singapore.
got our new team member,
Okay.
creative director. But I
Right.
think that's also a question we're still trying to answer. For sure, in our minds, from what we discussed, there's like a rough picture of what we want it to look like. So of course, in our respective, overseas elements, we want to continue pursuing this in like different chapters, like perhaps like more music focus or more coffee focus, etc. But Singapore, as our HQ, will continue to run for sure, and we want to hopefully have people we can not hand it off to, but people who can continue what we've been doing while we serve a more like supervisory role.
Yeah, and I think that's why we also create all these SOP documents. Because at the end of the day, like our main concern is that, let's just say us three went out in Singapore, right?
What?
All of us three went
Yeah,
out
we're
in
not in Singapore.
Oh, three of you are not in Singapore. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
then we would have to trust someone that they can be stewards of the brand.
Yeah,
Basically hire a CEO lah, in a sense.
yeah, kind of.
And we also see we even see the fact that we're going overseas, right, as maybe international expansion.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, an opportunity for to grow lah,
Yeah, we
right?
need to grow in different countries.
Which is, for sure. Because there's so many DJs that we want to work with in overseas. So many opportunities that definitely can happen because we're overseas. So I think we don't see it as like a hindrance lah. More
Of course,
like
it will affect things, but you always have to see the bright side lah.
see how we can. It's an opportunity to develop and grow lah. Yeah.
Remembering your point about like cafe culture, like in Singapore, not really like a thing lah. Remember we were discussing the other day. I went to the Chimichangas, right, to go and find him, and then we can talk about that a little bit later on. But then we also discussed about the Korean cafe culture.
Sure.
Like after
sure.
lunch in Korea, right, they like must go cafe one, It's like a ritual for them.
Yeah.
And then their cafe is all packed one, like cafe side by side. Nobody fight for business.
The
all pack.
Americano, right?
Yeah. I think why is also because like they really have this like culture of like SNS, they call it, which is basically Instagram, like social media.
Social network.
Whatever they call it lah. It's basically Instagram or
Yeah.
Twitter or whatever
The Korean
they're
version,
using, whatever they're using. Yeah, but just call it SNS. I think there's that culture of posting like nice and aesthetic images, and just so happen that translates to food F&B, like the things they're consuming, right? And I think, and all the cafes in Korea are so like
Aesthetically
nice,
pleasing,
so
yeah.
aesthetically pleasing. That I think it becomes like a form of like it becomes what you say, ingrained to their culture,
Yeah. Which is why, like, everybody say that like superficial stuff is like bad, like there's a bad connotation, right? But I guess that's where superficiality kind of serves a market, right?
Yeah, but also I love it lah. I mean, I'm so happy. Every time I walk into a cafe in Korea, I'm so like, I want to eat everything. Like all the cakes look nice. Like
I order too much every time. It's like, oh shit, wasted, fuck.
I think it's just because the nature of the business of F&B and coffee fits the culture of the people there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you want to force culture also very difficult lah.
I mean, it takes time. I mean, we are a young country. I think we definitely we will develop further in all this. And but it's good and bad, right? I think Singapore, we have this like mindset of like everything must be value for money, perhaps. But also I think that drives like people to innovate and become better. The things here that we consume, like the food, whatever, I think that culture definitely has allowed it to improve in quality and all that. So I mean, it's amazing, man.